Hi everyone, and welcome to Totem Tuesday. We pulled owl and frog in reverse. So, we also pulled owl last week. So this tells me we are still being called to use our keen sense of perception, our sense of discernment into what is the truth. Now, this week, it is very much about what is the truth inside of us. Are we lying to ourselves? Are we being honest about where we're at emotionally? Or are we denying how we feel? Now, it's interesting because the frog is the totem of cleansing, right? It's clearing out the mud to be surrounded by clear water. It's a frog person, a person who has strong frog medicine is like an energy clearer. Somebody who could come in and remove ghosts and bad energy from homes and buildings and people. When it's reversed, it's telling us, where are we not cleaning out? Where are we not letting go of the toxic feelings, memories, traumatic experiences, habits, relationships, perspectives? Where are we refusing to clean out the system? Now, we just had the autumn equinox. That means we now go into shorter days, longer nights. We're entering into the time of year where naturally we start being more incubatory. We start going within as it gets colder, as the days shorten. Now, this change, I live in California, and although we don't have very strong, distinct seasons in Southern California, it is changing. And that there is a moment as it's changing where we have the opportunity to take stock, to make some changes. Much like in the spring, when, the spring equinox happened and we want to clear out, we want to spring clean. When the fall approaches, it's a time to do that more internally. And this is really what the frog reversed is speaking to. So it's a time to be unflinchingly honest with yourself about what are you harboring emotionally. And this is so lovely because it parallels in something that's happening cosmically right now. The planet Pluto, which represents all the subterranean stuff going on, right? It's the trauma, it's the crap in our lives, it's the destructive relationships, patterns, habits. And it's been seeming from the Earth's perspective to be going backwards for the past few months. And this week, it returns to its direct movement. That means we have been really doing some work the past few months about where do we need to let go of the past? Where is the past still controlling us? Where is our anger, our resentment? Where are the betrayals that we have been a part of or that have been done to us? Where are they still creating toxicity in our life? When it goes direct, this whole movement, as it's shifting, it means that the energy of this particular cosmic body is intensified in all of our lives. And that is exactly what this speaks to. This is a time when we have the opportunity to really see the truth about ourselves. What is our part in the drama that's played out in our life? If you're not feeling well physically, if you have some sort of illness, if you have symptoms that you're still not able to get rid of, this is a clarion call to say, be honest about what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you not letting go of that's creating this toxicity in your life? It's also a time when we can go through our home and really look and see what needs changing to really facilitate these next months of fall and winter. What can you do to create in your environment safe sanctuary space so that you can be honest about how you're really feeling? Is your home a place where you can be honest? That's a really good question for this week. And can you find the courage to really go deep within yourself, because the emotions are going to come up either way. We can embrace that and use it to turn all of that yuck and poo and dark feeling and terror and fear and sadness and grief and resentment and hatred, we can turn it into gold. You know, as a sexual trauma survivor, those awful experiences that I've survived have truly now become my greatest strength. It allows me to be a friend to people when they are going through really dark, horrible stuff. I'm allowed to work with clients who are healing similar situations that I was in, and I'm able to go into those dark places with them and hold their hand and hold space for them. I have been given, through these experiences and healing them, an ability to find compassion with people in my life and people in the either further external world who are acting out, because I understand why we act out. I understand why we create drama and chaos when the trauma we experienced has not been transmuted. This is a week to look at the trauma. This is a week to look at the heartbreak. This is a week to look at the grief. And when we look at it, when we accept it, when we love it, when we say, yes, come sit at my table. What is the lesson here? What am I to learn from you, hatred? What am I to learn from you, betrayal? Because each and every experience we have, each and every challenge brought to our existence is to make us bigger, stronger, more expansive, more able to understand this game that we're all in, and more able to appreciate it. There are things that I've gone through that without having gone through them, I wouldn't be able to enjoy what I do have today. And this leads me to, the birth of my son was incredibly traumatic. I had a very difficult time giving birth to this beautiful child that I now call my son. I almost died. I mean, it was really scary. And I thought about it at the time, what was the meaning of all of this? And I knew deep in my heart someday I would figure it out, because I do put meaning to everything. I think we can learn lessons from absolutely everything. And what I've realized, that now that my child is growing and growing, becoming, a little man, that birth was so horrific. But in actuality, it gave me the drive, the illumination, the, oh my God, I almost died, I'm so glad I'm still here, the gratitude that maybe I would not have had it not happened that way. And that means that I wouldn't be the dedicated, committed, totally hands-on mother that I have become. Without that traumatic birth scenario, I might not have become the mother I'm so proud of being today. So, this week, if we're honest, right, and we penetrate deeply into our psyches, heart, souls, we can turn this frog upside right, and we can do some massive clearing of old pain, old hurt, old resentment, old grief. And that means that when we're willing to let go of this stuff, our body heals, our mind heals, our spirit heals, and we make room. Remember, Venus has returned. Venus is now an evening star. We're going to be seeing her in the skies again. This is a huge blessing for our planet. And we want to make room for that blessing. So we have to penetrate deeply, look deeply, be so honest, don't lie to yourself. Where are you having pain? Where is the pain? Physically, mentally, spiritually. Be fearless at looking at it. Invite it to the table. Ask it, what is this lesson? What is the message? What is the gold here? And then you will experience massive healing and space to receive the blessings that are coming this fall, because they are coming. They're already here, in fact. So I hope this spoke to you. If you have loved ones that you think would also benefit from this message, please send this to them. Please like the video here on the YouTube channel and head to SeekingTheSacredEarth.com. You know, I've talked about clients and the sessions that I do. If you're someone who needs some help on this path of letting go of pain and trauma and PTSD, please reach out to me. You'll see on the services tab in Seeking the Sacred Earth. It's something I do between acting jobs and sometimes with certain clients while I'm doing acting jobs. So it's a way that I can serve. They call it the wounded healer. You know, where you were wounded, if you can heal it, can become a place where you can heal others. And that's indeed how I love to serve all of you. Have a wonderful week. Don't be afraid of the pain. It's when we push it away that it can control our lives. Let it come sit at your table, give it a cup of tea, and ask it, what is it here to teach you? Thank you so much for viewing, everyone.